Radiant team pick.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Virtus Pro up against Duza Gaming in the Girls Wars 2 Cup for Dota 2. I'm Master Revolution 5, joined by Ruptur for Truesight TV. I apologize for the downtime on the stream right there, guys. We were getting reports that the stream was not running, so we restarted the stream. Everything's good now. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine now, so nothing to worry about on that front. Ruptur, how's it going, man?
Sorry, yeah, there we go. I was just listening to the audio in the meantime.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so, I mean, doing just fine. That game was I'm not gonna say total dominance, but it was pretty lopsided. We can concur in that, I think. Especially Alaria just going insane on the farm with the Shadow Fiend there. So I think at least you, as a Shadow Fiend player, you will be quite pleased with that.
I was very impressed, yeah. But this time, Duza is going to start off with something else. It's the Sin Tusk strat, put together with the IO, which I'm not too sure about the IO, but Centaur Tusk, I mean, you snowball in, you stomp them, you win game. That's how it goes, right? Well, that's the theory, assuming that Clockwork doesn't ruin all your plans with some cogs, which very well could happen. Okay, what's going on now? Why is there a black screen?
Black screen, you say?
We're good, we're good. 1 second.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Anyways, Tiny and Io actually being picked up. I'm a little surprised they picked the Tiny right into the Clockwork. I was secretly hoping for my precious CK to show an appearance again, because as soon as I saw the draft and I said, no, I don't want to cast that one, I'm not feeling too well. Then I see the CK, I'm like, I feel fine, let me back in there, I want to do it. But no, there's no going back in there for that one.
I'm just double checking here with the stream just to see everything is running smoothly, so that's why I'm a little bit distracted, but alright, I'm back here.
We want to make sure everything's good for you guys viewing at home.
Yeah, I'm doing quality control here. Don't worry, I have the hammer with the rubber thingy on it, so that's all good. But yeah, let's get down to business here.
Don't you mean your computer repair kit?
Yeah, which includes a banana peel and a rubber band, so... And sometimes when I'm lucky, I can get a paper clip.
Ooh,
so
fancy.
That's extra fancy. But anyway, let's get down to business here on the draft. And I got this. Yep.
I just got to say one thing. Duza's draft looks really strong. 5 strength heroes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, very strong. It's gonna be very strong, which is great for Alaria again. So that Timbaso could really turn him a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go really ugly here. I can honestly say. I mean, at the same time,
though, if Duza gets to the late game or even a secure mid game, they win pretty easy. And keep in mind, most of what happened last game was they got ahead in the early game, they snowballed. They won.
Here's the deal.
Shrapnel.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's Union Gaming's favorite song. Oh! Boom, motherfucker. Boom, motherfucker.
Oh, I got it now. Yeah, that took me a second.
Anyway, but here's the deal. This is very... straightforward, I feel like, for this game. It's like either Alaria just starts snowballing and just rip everyone a new one. By the way, I didn't know that Timbersaw could do like a little shake with the arms there. That's pretty cool.
I missed that, but
that's when it's AFK. He just like starts doing the wave there with the arms. But anyway, either she just goes on a tear and just destroys every single one of them, or could actually go in towards Duza's favor and actually with that result by getting pummeled in by 5, I think it's gonna happen there. So First blood
Yeah.
for Jedi Panties, so... Oh my
And
God,
Tiny
yeah.
with the first blood starting off, as well as Wisp starting off with the bottle as well. It's going to be very good for them on this mid lane. Even if they are against a Timbersaw, they'll be doing pretty well. Now, Timbersaw is not someone we get to see very often in the competitive scene.
But it is because it's reserved to this kind of lineups. It's like, oh, you're picking you're picking 3 or more strength heroes. Oh,
Yeah.
just let me take a look into that, and just do it with Stream Prejudice, and maybe things do get chopped in and chopped out like liver, you know.
Yeah, chop liver.
Pretty meat. So
Yeah, we're gonna see a big stun come out from Tiny, and Ilaria already taking tons of harass here, down to 140 health, and only has 2 pulled Tengos to fall back on. So they've officially won the first 2 minutes of the lane, at least.
yeah, here's the deal, because she went for Whirling Death first. There is no reactive armor, therefore...
But in this lane, you're gonna need Whirling Death maxed ASAP, which means I don't think you can even wait till level 2. That's the problem, though. You don't have your reactive armor. You're open to a lot of harass.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like level 2, especially because you're solo laning, I think it's affordable as a Timbersaw. Speaking of things that are not affordable, Clockwork actually getting solo killed by the Spirit Breaker. Actually, let's run out real quick with the lineups here.
That would help. We got Abnormal on the Spirit Breaker. In the mid lane, we're gonna have Jedi Panties on the Tiny, Tilla on the Wisp, Rhea will be on the support Tusk, and Centaur, played by Alina Onage.
Alright, so on the side of Virtus Pro, with the most cryptic names still known to man, unless you're casting China, we're gonna have Pobelitail with the Bristleback. B2 is gonna be on the Dazzle. The Enigma is gonna be on the hands of Kolbasa.
Oh.
And let's see, Ilaria, as we told on the Timber, so she probably will gonna take a Tila, but there are no trees, so how are you gonna do? Oh, that was sexy.
Yeah, it'll send Wisp back to base, but wait, maybe not.
Ooh, the toss.
The toss.
The toss.
The toss.
Also, many tosses.
And actually, okay, Tiny had a salve. That makes sense here. It looks like Tiny is going for what I'm gonna go ahead and say are probably phase boots. Oh, but Spirit Breaker in the bot lane, yeah, is gonna trade evenly with Clockwork. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, hey.
Speaking of the Clockwork, Arena Puda Patrol is gonna be the one playing that. So with the RoboCop skin, or at least it looks like RoboCop. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty much the Virtus Pro lineup here. Unless, oh yeah, I'm missing the Enigma. No, the Enigma I already called it. So yeah, that was the last one. But yeah, I mean, so far this middle lane has been quite a blast for Duza. You're getting back on track here, and Ilaria even whiffs the Whirling Death, which, yeah.
It's a relatively high mana cost, but I mean, with the bottle, you're going to be able to sustain here. I'm really surprised to see no points in reactive armor until right now. And of course, they will get a kill on Bristle up top. The charge coming in as well. And it looks like that's going to be an earn done for Spirit Breaker at this point. And Phase Boots up on Tiny. Yep. So he's going to have that extra move speed, and they're going to go right on Ilaria. Not wasting any time. He is spotted coming in here. And Ilaria, have you got a chain in time? Nope. Not quite. And oh wait, another bottle charge. It's not gonna be enough. No toss needed.
Okay.
Mana was needed though, but yeah. And it looks like Tiny's going phase drums right now, and he can have them very early. In fact, so early that it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Now Clockwork is left to kind of free farm bot lane, but they'll go up on B2RU, who is getting charged. Grave comes out. Not sure how much it'll do. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. Bristleback, though, dishing out lots of damage.
Oh, they noticed this, so they're like, yeah, we're gonna try to kite you around. Good shards.
Oh, charge onto his front, though.
Ah. That was really, really good awareness coming from Duza here, with a quick split, just as soon as like, okay, we're having 3 stacks of quills. Let's take it easy here, and you know, that was really, really good. I'm impressed.
Very well done. Indeed, and sorry, I am trying to fix my frame rate. My frame rate is dropping to like 20 frames a second. here.
I don't know what's up. It could be the video settings here.
I think it's that I've got like so many different things running. Because Photoshop's running in the background still.
Frames are on the CPU, so yeah, your CPU is like, oh please God.
I mean, I've got like a lot of CPU, but
Oh, that's
yeah.
really good as well. But hey, maybe it could be.
Of course.
Charge on middle, Alaria. Gonna get a quick avalanche into a quick arena push. There goes the toss arena, but the balls.
Look at the balls on these girls, Rupture.
Balls, man. Jesus. They do love playing volleyball. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's all we can really say about that one, but...
I mean, volleyball is... what are you thinking, you sick bastards?
It's a sport, right? Yeah.
Yeah, volleyball. Or they were playing... what's the name of... billiard? I don't know how you gringos call it, but... That one with the pool. Yeah, that's the name of the game.
Billiards. Billiards.
Billiards, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's pronounced differently in Spanish, but actually, and now, Bristleback getting chased down. But, well, they actually have enough of balling to get in there, but, hook shot coming in from Clockwork. Gonna connect on the Spirit Breaker. He'll throw the ult, and actually, no battery assault mana means Clockwork gets pushed out of his own cogs. That's 2 down now for Voters Pro, and finally picking up those kills, really getting on the board now.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, Alaria is not having a fun time here. This is the kind of, like, team, why did you draft this situation?
Well, I mean, I don't think that will be the question. It's like, why did you let me in middle lane here? That would be the better. Because, I mean, the draft, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's arguably the best pick that you could possibly get versus this lineup. However, I mean, the fact is that Duza is just focusing most of their attentions into this Timbersaw, or at least from the previous 5 minutes, just keeping Alaria down, because they know if this Timbersaw at any stage of the mid game gets out of hand, it's
gonna get ugly
whole
quick.
Team that is gonna get ripped to shreds. Well, snowball, right? Yeah, single snowball though. Not sure if this is the best, and there goes the charge as well. Abnormal, try to make some space. There goes the hook again. And Aina just try to do the best of the situation, but that's not much. So I mean, Virtus Pro bouncing back onto the top lane here.
And now that Enigma's coming out of the jungle, it's really going to start to bounce back. Enigma's currently the highest farmer on Virtus Pro's team, and Spirit Breaker has not been getting many last hits. He's more concerned with, I'm going to create some space around the map. Unfortunately, that means Clockwork has gotten free solo XP, and he's already level 7, working hard on a Blade Mail, and, well, he'll be there soon. He also hasn't had to use much of his regen at all. Now a Snowball coming in, charge coming in on Dazzle, but hits Enigma as well. Spirit Breaker won't get much off. He actually will get the ult off, though. Stomp coming through from Centaur. Now the Grave wearing off quick. One more hit will do the job, as Abnormal takes it down. Now, in the meantime, we got Tusk going down. Timbersaw actually drops the Tiny elsewhere on the map. And we are going to see a relocate. The charge coming in to relocate. Actually, a little far off the mark, but actually going to catch the Dazzle. And prevent any sort of shallow grave shenanigans coming out, even though it is only level 1. Bristleback. Under fire. The toss! The toss.
That toss, man.
That toss, though.
Sexy stuff.
But, I have to say, I did kind of think that Virtus Pro might throw this game, but it turns out that Duza are doing more of the throw.
Are pushing them, let's say. Oh, hook shot of Tila.
No, I mean with the toss throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But here's the deal. Something that I think, first of all, the relocate behind, it wasn't that off the mark, but it was more to cut the retreat path for the Dazzle in particular. So that's the reason why the relocate was so high, or to cut either any retreat or any reinforcement. Like, you know, anyone TPing on the top tower, pretty much. And second of all, the fact that how Spirit Breaker works as a hero, in farm-wise at least, and I'm noticing this the more that I see him playing, is exactly the same way as a clockwork. It's like you want to farm when you have a spare time, but ideally you won't have time to farm because you will be trying to get as much gold as possible from assists.
And you get your level 6 and you basically go farm heroes. It's kind of a bounty hunter kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna go blade mail now.
Nuisance though, and bounty hunter does scale. I mean, does need some semblance of right click and farm to some degree. It's a little passive, I think. In the at least on the early stages, instead the Spirit Breaker is just get up in your face all day, every day. You know, like bounty hunter
he likes to
like,
move around the map.
Yeah, instead bounty hunter is more about I'm just gonna leech experience here and I'm gonna make your life a living hell by just being a nuisance. But Spirit Breaker is not. No, I'm just gonna go and try to get a kill on you. It's more of a straightforward plan for them. But yeah, it's pretty. It's a similar idea of trying to get the farm there. And actually abnormal. Bulbasa.
We'll get his tether off though, and actually, oh dear, Abnormal stuck in the trees. Timber will bail him out, but his Black Hole coming in on 3. Centaur gets caught in it for 4, and now Virtus Pro need to try and clean this up. There's a stomp off from Aaliyah. Talia tries to get the relocate out, and she'll save Tiny in the meantime. Abnormal though, under fire, does have that empowering haste if he needs it. Isn't popping it though.
No, there's no. Was waiting for.
They'll bring Tiny back to the toss. The Enigma goes down. We're gonna get a Cogs out onto the Wisp, and now Tiny, you got to get on the run, buddy. Might be okay though. Should be fine. Yep. Yeah, and without the mini stun on Dazzle's Q, nothing to break TP with on this team right now.
And even then, the mini stun is at the end of the poison touch. Well,
yeah, I meant the previous mini stun that was on the very beginning, ages ago.
Oh yeah, it isn't anymore. Trust me, I wish it was, but no, it's not anymore. I think it was because it was just too good to deal with the TPs. It's really difficult to work around it, so that's why they nerfed it to that degree. But I mean, outside of the clockwork, you don't really have that many stuns on Virtus Pro now that I'm noticing. Well, and the Malefice. Oh, there goes a quick stun. Walrus punch there. That was some sick moves, girl. Damn.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. That was pretty nice, I gotta admit.
In an effort to attempt to improve the FPS, I'm gonna turn the render quality down to like 90%. So let's see. This should fix something. Anything.
Yeah, you should double check on the process that you have open. Maybe there's something you haven't noticed here. Anyway,
yeah, let me do that while we're doing
bottom
this.
Lane. And yeah, Walrus Punch for massive effect. However, there is a good hookshot coming from a good trap with the cogs there by the Clockwork. They're gonna get a kill onto that Tusker. However, I mean, Jesus, this poor thing called Clockwork is just getting trapped here. But at the same time, Golbaz is just turning this around with the Midnight Pulse, and all of a sudden, Duza loses force somehow, some way.
Oh, nice stop. Double Edge gonna secure the kill at least.
Oh,
and he gets a blink. What? He got a blink off of that. That was really well done.
My mind is a little bit full of fuck, to be honest. I don't know what happened, and somehow Virtus Pro manages to get 4 kills. Sure, yeah. They just, I don't know, it was just like some weird crunchy sandwich of people and heroes and stuff that I don't know what the hell happened there, to be honest.
Well, over here we did have a nice block off in the cogs that set up for a really well done Midnight Pulse, which just, I mean, when you sit in that Midnight Pulse, especially when it's level 4, things get ugly pretty fast. And actually, a relocate gonna come in. Alaria will fall, but the rest of them coming in. Clockwork misses the hook shot, does get tossed, gets the cogs off on 2, and actually gets graved here, as well as the battery assault, stunning up Spirit Breaker. There's your 3-man Black Hole. They'll take Tiny home, but Abnormal gonna go down. Aaliyah, it will go down as well. Yoki with the double kill, or excuse me, Arena with the double kill.
Yeah. Yoki's biggest fan, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he would be proud. Or he is.
I hope he is. I'm sure she hopes the same.
I hope he is. It's like, yeah, you better. But oh, Japan is gonna get dicey. But they see the clockwork and they don't have any cooldown for that, so we're gonna have a quick pause here, and yeah, a little bit of a breather. So you managed to get the frame rate thingy working?
The what?
The frame?
I've not much.
Oh.
I'm up to about 30, but my computer should be running Dota at 60 frames a second. Easy. Not even breaking a sweat.
So pretty much you know how it feels now to be watching a Rupture stream.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Oh, thank you. Jesus.
I know, I'm such a nice guy. You're welcome.
Yeah. Screw you. No, I'm kidding.
There we go. We're up to... Whoa, there we go.
Yeah. Oh,
we're up to 50 now.
What it was?
No. But it just started working, so I'll take it.
Maybe the server was chugging along a little bit too much.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah, because usually what happens with hitlocks, and that is a fact. And I mean, even though they're sponsoring the show, the tournament, I'm just gonna say it is like sometimes you get this little bug that your screen goes black for reasons unknown.
Yeah.
And you have to reset. And also sometimes your frame rate drops for really no apparent reason. Again, the servers chug along a little bit too much. But outside of that, I mean, again, there is a reason why I usually cast most and stream most of the tournaments I cover on here. And I mean, it's like really slick for me. But anyway, going back a little bit into the game, this Tiny is getting big real fast. However, oh, you know what? Actually, I was about to say, however, the Bristleback and the Clockwork are getting their own piece of the action, but
yeah,
saying that, Spirit Breaker is not too shabby either.
Yeah, he's sitting on how much is in the bank for him? Yeah, he's 600 from a Blade Mail. And that's going to be big in these fights, especially against the Enigma. Because if he lays down a Midnight Pulse, Spirit Breaker turns on Blade Mail, and Enigma can't blink at all.
Yeah. And also, I mean, so outside of the Tiny having that huge gold advantage that she currently has, they're pretty even in that. So that's really good news for Duza, to be honest, because it's like, okay, we have a 2,000 gold advantage plus pretty much all the rest that are
Snowball coming in on a Lariat. Yeah. They got him midair with the Walrus Punch. She falls, excuse me. And Clockwork Hookshot coming in, another two-man cog, or two-woman cog rather. And well, Black Hole's on cooldown this fight, but the Midnight Pulse does some work. Jedi Panties coming in, doesn't quite catch him in the avalanche, but does grab him with the toss. And there's a stomp coming out. Where is the camera? Okay, there we go. Dazzle gets sunned up. And Kolobasa.
No. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen at all.
Still, I mean, the thing is, the Tiny, pretty much Wisp Tiny came in, got a couple kills, went out. And at the end of the day, it actually ended up being a 2-for-2 trade. They did lose the Clockwork and the Dazzle, and for some reason the Clockwork is disconnected.
Rage quit.
Who are you? Oh, God.
V2, are you still alive? No. And there's Ilaria taking down the Centaur. Nicely done with the Timber Chain and everything in there. Ilaria's still playing very well, despite the rough start the team has had. And, well, Rhea gonna blow up now, and you can see the gold graph, or the net worth graph, just flipping on its head, pretty much. And Virtus Pro really starting to bring it back now. They'll take their first or second tower of the game.
And I think the girls of BP just noticed it, like, oh
yeah, we're missing somebody, aren't we?
Yeah, we're playing with someone down. Yeah. But hey, they were able to pull out a double kill on the back of that. However, I'm not a huge fan of the item that Alaria is going with her newfound gold, which is a Blade Mail. I mean, Blade Mail on Timbers is pretty good. The thing is, like, you are still fairly squishy. Yes, you have good armor, but I don't think Tiny gives a crap about your armor, sis. Now,
Yeah,
oh, good
not
luck,
too much.
Tilia. Oh, Tila? Yeah, she's
Where's my mouse?
gone. She's done so.
Sorry,
But,
my computer is not doing right today.
well, in the meantime, Tiny, well, she already has the Aghanim Scepter, so Jedi Panties should be doing just fine here.
Yeah.
Also, Invisible Spirit Breaker on the lurkin.
Oh,
nice
no
charge.
black hole. It's up in 6 seconds. And that would have been a beautiful spot to have one happen, but instead they're going to go after the Spirit Breaker right now, who has at least finished his Blade Mail, although it's not up yet. The Centaur comes in, stomps the creep, and now relocate incoming, or outgoing, where is... Okay, came in. And it looks like they've got 3 in the cogs here. Spirit Breaker will end up falling.
Oh, wow. God, that
A
flare
triple kill
did
for
a
the
lot of
Clockwork.
work.
Oh, here goes the snowball though. Hastrun on the Clockwork. You can't catch him now. And well, Tusk. Oh, he gets a hit, but a Clockwork hook shot to get the ultra kill for Arena. I'm pretty sure Yoki's given her quite a few lessons or something here, because she is playing excellently this game.
Holy crap! That's a really that was a really tough team fight just to call, man. It was like there's a lot of stuff happening, and my brain just went to 50 different places on the back of that. But it just, I mean, that Clockwork did so much work with the double cogs on top of a blade mail, just doing pretty well for themselves. And again, even though the Tiny manages to live by.
Oh,
well, the rest of the team
charge coming in. Hold that thought, Rupture. We've got the whole team TPing in. Dazzle already going to hit the deck before it even starts. There's a black hole available. It gets 2. It gets 3. And actually, only Tiny and Wisp were left out of that one and weren't able to do anything due to it. Tusk already on the sidelines. Nicely placed cogs from the Clockwork, force-staffing himself forward, taking down the Centaur. Now, buyback coming out from the Spirit Breaker, and actually Avalanche not going to connect Blade Mail. Gonna reflect a bit of damage back at Tiny, but Clockwork will eventually go down. The mega kill streak going over to Tiny with quite a good hunk of gold as well. Ilaria is gonna get charged up, but actually isn't the target of that. That's the Enigma on the back end of the fight, who will not get hit by an ult because there is no ult to hit with. A stun coming out. They do have an earn charge. Just to disable the blink. A toss.
Oh, the Tosserino!
They got her.
Toss in the salad, man. Toss in the... Wait, no, that's the wrong
Oh,
phrase,
please no.
right?
Ew.
Yeah.
Rupture.
I don't know, man. I'm hungry, damn it. I want a salad.
If you're hungry, you don't want a salad. That's not hunger. That's like,
Well,
I could
a
eat.
salad on top of a like
Okay.
50-gram steak and some rice, of course. But hey, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about food. Anyway, Abnormal actually... She's gonna get the kill on the tower. She's actually gonna go for a that's... No. If anything, I think that the wisest decision would just... Okay, I got the tower and just charge away to anything but the enemy. But still,
You can
I
only
guess
charge
Space
enemies,
created
though.
just for the Tiny.
I mean, you can charge creeps, of course, but...
Yeah, I mean, charge top lane or charge middle somewhere else. You already forced TPs, and you got the tower anyway, so it's like, well, why don't you just, just kind of like try to get a kill on the back of this? That's a little bit too... I don't know, it's a little bit weird. By the way, funny thing that Reyes keeping the Walrus autocast.
I mean, you want to be able to use it every single time if you can.
Yeah, just... Oh, Tila... the shirts are not good enough. No.
Oh, the battery assault, though, able to keep him in. Otherwise, she would have been able to TP out. Ilaria was coming in just in case, but they managed to secure the kill nonetheless.
So, 29-30, man. This game is going blow for blow. What it seems to be like a really good start from Duza, and they're keeping some control on this. It's still up in the air. I mean, this Timbersaw is able to do some decent recovery, even though it's still rather squishy for what you want it to be at this stage of the game. But I mean, I wouldn't complain at how well she has been doing so far. B2RU, doing dazzle things. The Bristleback's actually quite farmed here, and overall, looking at the net worth on pretty much the whole players, VP are just pulling ahead on all fronts, outside of the dazzle because, well, it's a dazzle.
Yeah.
But still, this Tiny is pretty impressive. Well, I'm not saying impressive, but intimidating. Already almost finishing a BKB, and that's the time when the Tiny just goes ham on a match. That's the timing with the BKB, and the reason why the BKB is so important on Tiny is because it's the way that they dominate the game. It's a make or break situation for them.
Here we go again. The charge coming in from Spirit Breaker. The snowball coming in onto the Clockwork, but there's a black hole out on 2. Clockwork going to come on through. Timbersaw charging on through with a big whirling death. And Bristleback getting tossed up in the air by that Walrus Punch, but it's not going to be quite enough. Actually, not the Walrus Punch, rather just the toss.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Galeria getting a triple kill there. And again, that black hole doing wonders for that Timbersaw. And the fact that the Tiny was outside of the black hole, but she didn't have the avalanche was a huge deal.
Stun coming out on Tiny. Problem is there are no buybacks right now. And the base is definitely being assaulted.
Well, there goes with the drums, and the Clockwork should go down here, yeah.
They've at least got him disabled and locked in that Midnight Pulse for a moment.
Yeah, but...
And as much as Enigma might be countered by Clockwork, he also synergizes incredibly well. Surprisingly enough.
I find it funny, actually, now that you mention it, that most of hero counters do work pretty well together.
Yeah.
Like, for example, as we said, Dazzle and Axe. For example, Bloodseeker on top of, like, I don't know, someone who goes fast.
Darkseer.
Darkseer, for example, because
Just
he's gonna
surging.
be... Yeah, with the surge, you know, you can surge the Bloodseeker, and that's gonna be insane. Or he's gonna, you know, give away in any position with the Thirst, and the Darkseer is gonna be able to capitalize on that, or Wind Ranger as well. So, you know, all those counters actually work pretty well together. So that's something also that you need to ponder about when you're drafting for your team as well.
Yeah.
Now, that Midnight Pulse is gonna be quite counterproductive.
Yeah, and they will have a relocate in now. Clockwork actually able to hookshot himself out of his own cog. Snowball coming out to break them out. Late mail on, well, lots of people here. But 2 down for Virtus Pro. And it looks like Alina will actually end up going down there. They'll get the jump on Kobasa. Can they stop the Tiny from doing it? He'll actually BKB here just a man up against Timbersaw. 2 swings of the big old stick will bring her down. And Bristleback, the last one standing, but not for long. Actually, Aegis will bring him back in a moment. Blade Mail coming out.
Though? Especially with that Sigil that was doing a lot of work.
Well, he'll get away for now, but a charge back in with Blade Mail on.
That was a little bit preemptive.
Oh, he's actually still alive. He's staying alive here. Bring around the Rosie.
Yeah, just going full BGs right now. Oh, and they missed the toss, but they're finally gonna get it. By the way, quick question: why the hell is the Wisp on the bottom lane
Split push.
pushing? I mean, I guess that
That's where they relocated in.
and then with the BKB, they broke the link.
Well, they broke the link anyway.
Yeah, but
There's not much reason for Wisp to wander back into the fight, because by the time you get there, chances are you're dead. Like, the rest of the team is dead. You know?
I guess. I mean, yes, but at the same time, considering how long did that team fight went, I think you had a better... I don't know. I think you had a good chance of actually just going back and, you know, doing your own thing. But, holy shit, people are getting crazy around me. I hope that didn't come through.
Oh, it came through.
Fuck.
It's okay, Rapture, I understand.
I hate my fucking neighbors, man. I swear to God. The only good thing is that they actually pay us for, you know, for the rent. So yes, but I sometimes want to beat them with a hockey stick. Anyway, speaking about hockey sticks, Spirit Breaker almost has his BKB. And what do you mean hockey stick? Imagine that would be a good
Question?
skin for his weapon.
Oh. Maybe for
Don't you
Tiny. But
Or
Malore.
Tiny, actually, that's actually a better idea.
Malore, Rupture. My poor lord.
Hello, my merchant. Yeah, tell that to the Alpine set on the Ursa and all the rich people who, well, got rich because of it.
All 10 of them?
Yes,
Like,
all
there's
10
like
of them.
not that many of those sets in existence. Let's be real here.
Well, that's kind of the point. Why do they? The less that they exist, the richer you're gonna get. That's pretty much how it goes. But anyway,
Somebody's deleted theirs, I bet.
yeah. Quick smoke there. They're gonna actually try to bait out with a bristleback, which in theory is that. Oh, they're gonna eat. They're gonna take the bait. What?
Yeah, and they have a black hole available, but he goes straight onto the Enigma, who gets graved up. They know who the target is here. 2 in the black hole, but on that backside, Clockwork trying to make it into the fight. They take down 3 now. As someone else got in the black hole, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I think the center walked into the black hole.
Oh, okay.
That didn't pan out too.
I mean,
That's-
if you
that's
take a look at our
probably-
gold graph, though, this is what tells the story of the game. Up and down and up and down and slowly slipping toward Virtus Pro's favor, but always bouncing back a little bit.
I think that the main issue here is the fact that the centaur herself is getting black holed. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Because if anyone of the whole lineup is gonna be able to cancel the black hole, it should be the centaur. Because Tiny won't risk it. There is no way. That
You
Tiny's
can't
gonna
go
risk it.
toward it, especially without like something like a blink dagger, which Tiny can't really go for at the moment. If you go for a blink, it's like, okay, well, I'm getting a blink dagger. We don't do any damage, we lose. GG.
Yeah. So I mean, either that, or I mean, it comes down to Rhea just to make a quick snowball in response. But at the same time, it's like, well, they're targeting her as well.
Here's the difference, though. This game, as opposed to the last game, Duza have great initiation with the charge, the relocate, the centaur charge, the snowball. They've got tons of ways to get into these team fights. Even if Tiny has to toss somebody in, you get into the team fight one way or another. And that's what's important to them this game. And that's the only reason they've really won fights, is because they've gotten good initiation off.
But that's the thing, man. It's like, well, when a black hole happens, how are you going to address it? And I feel like the centaur has been a little bit either on the wrong spots or just hasn't reacted properly to this, especially just like walking into black holes usually is not a good sign. Yeah. Granted, back then she didn't have any blink dagger, so it's quite tricky, and to be honest, as a centaur war runner, it's really difficult to stop a black hole. But at the same time, it's like, well, you kind of have to. I mean, that's pretty much what your team is relying on. Either that or, again, Rhea getting outside for some reason, being outside of the black hole and getting a quick snowball. But still, it's gonna take 2 or 3 seconds of ref time at least.
Yeah.
And then it might be actually too late, because the burst damage that the Timbersaw can pull off on those 2 or 3 seconds of the black hole is just amazing.
The rest of the team might be dead, and then you're standing there like, okay, we got the black hole down. And nothing else you can do. Actually, we're going to see a relocate in right now with the Spirit Breaker, who is trying to bring down the Dazzle. Will actually be able to do it, but nice hook shot into the cogs. Timbersaw doing some damage. And, oh, the black hole on 2! It'll actually take them both down. A killing spree for Kolbasa now, as the ice shards will come out. They're looking for a way out for Rhea, but I don't think he's going to find it as easily. He'll fall now. Wisp back on the other side of the map, and Centaur on the fountain. This gives Virtus Pro a nice opening to push. The problem is, their push isn't that fantastic when they finally get it going. They've got some AoE to clear creep waves, yeah. They've got Enigma and Dolans, but they don't have much right-click damage for towers, other than
just
the bristleback. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's gonna be decent right-click damage because of the ward path, but it's gonna take a while. And, I mean, here's the deal, is like, again, that black hole comes online, and no one does a damn thing. By the way, this is amazing pickup from Kolbasa, which is the Aghanim Scepter on the Enigma. that midnight pulse, that dual midnight pulse that you can stack up, is
Yeah.
just gonna brutal on this team in particular because it's 5 strength heroes. So that's what they're pretty much relying on. And when you have minus 10% of your hit points getting just sucked in true damage, that's just that's not even that's just devastating, man. That's how you level up.
Anyways, they do have Blade Mail up on the Spirit Breaker. He gets the ult off onto the Bristleback, hits him in the front, but can he get any more? He's on 290 health right now, trying to get away. Meanwhile, the Snowball coming in. I thought it was chasing down Enigma, but I guess it wasn't. Tiny gets an Avalanche off, but doesn't hit much. Toss, misses. Timbersaw able to juke it. 14 charges on this Bloodstone, by the way. Blade Mail coming in. BKB and up on the Tiny. He's going to try to take him down. Can't quite find it. They will bring down the Clockwork, but Ilaria still staying alive here and will end up taking down the Tiny. It could be a 2-0 for Virtus Pro at this point, as Duza are on the run. Centaur gets a stop. The charge back in. What is this?
Try to make a space, which I feel like it is the right play to do, but there's not try to. I mean, you're making space, but for what?
For a 5-man wipe, and
yeah,
you get a Clockwork. That's cool, but doesn't do that much.
I mean, quoting Mr. Flax here, you're making space, but why? This is all meaningless. And I mean, it was a good idea at heart, but no. And again, it's just the fact that moment that they got the Tiny into a black hole, it was I already thought, yeah, this could be Rax at the very least, and it ended up being a little bit more than that because, well, it is Rax, but also, I mean, they could take another line just because of that skirmish on the middle lane then. And again, I mean, it's like black hole is already online, so are you really gonna dive into this? Well, Rhea's answer is hell yes, because why not? But nope, she's gonna actually fall short. They're gonna go with the Stampede, but again, there is a black hole. Oh my god, this black hole is...
Oh!
Okay.
They finally canceled one, but they lost the Centaur already.
They're recharging again, and
okay,
I don't know
charging
why
the
you're
Snowball.
charging the Enigma anyway. She already spent the black hole. There's
No, they were
point.
charging Dazzle. Enigma was on the back of the fight, trying to get out. Not going to make it, it looks like. Actually, it could be a reverse wipe. Kobasa going to fall. They've already lost the Rax mid, but they'll take down Clockwork as well. Now, Bristleback and Timber, the last one's left. Timber with the Blade Mail. One on the Spirit Breaker as well, returning some damage back at Timber, who will try to get a Timber Chain off, but has destroyed way too many trees for his own good. And there's a toss coming out. 20 Bloodstone charges, though. Timber instantly respawns in the fountain. And, wait, where is it? Here we go. All the way.
Walk, buddy, walk.
No, are you seeing the...
Wait a minute.
The
You
chakram.
have 5,000 gold. You have 5,000 gold as a Timber, so you're not gonna use Boots of Travel to save your friend.
I'm not gonna use Boots of Travel to go in and feed. Bristleback's fine, man.
Well, you could get a kill on a Tiny, that's why.
And he's gotta save for buyback. You gotta save for buyback. Oh my god, the disarm though. Bristleback finally going down.
Buyback. I think she had buyback covered. Oh, she's gone for a scepter. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dude. Well, girl. What the hell? But
Woman.
yeah, woman, lady, people, something. No, I didn't get it. But I was like, seriously? I was like, are you not gonna TP back down there? But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Actually, now that I think about it, what they there is the Boots of Travel, so just going a little bit greedier than expected.
Yeah.
But actually, if the a really cool move that they could have pulled here, but they obviously didn't right now, but it will be TPing the Tiny into the tier 3 middle while they were all bot. Even though there is backdoor protection, this Tiny can destroy towers like no one else's business. So instead of chasing the Bristleback, they could have just gone for the tier 3 and just beating into it. However, now that I think about it, that Timbersaw was still alive and just respawned there, so no, never mind, that would be a horrible idea. But still, I mean, the point is that you need to actually start exploiting these relocates with Tiny in order to start taking objectives. Because, I mean, yes, you made the hold here, but you're not at a disadvantage. However, having a Tiny on your team does help you a lot with pretty much equalizing the base situation on your side, on your favor. But with that said, I mean, how many openings are you actually going to have to win a team fight? And that's the thing. It's like that's arguably the first team fight that Duza has won in like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
At the very least. And I don't feel like they capitalized enough on it. Instead, they chased the person back. They finally got the kill, but I don't think it was that worth it. Oh?
Yeah,
Meantime,
no, they're gonna go after the Roche. Whoa. Charging on Enigma. Can't quite get it off. There will be an ult off. Enigma's still stunned up here. But does get the black hole off on 3, and it's doing so much damage. The refresh comes out. Enigma goes down, but at least the black hole is up again. They got another charge. It's going to be coming in on Alaria. Little does she know.
Oh, Tiny dropping like a rock. Well, it is a rock, but Lena hitting a lot of damage, and the Timbers is still lying around, and
that's a wasted buyback on the Bera. He's going to back.
Yeah, she's just gonna have to piece out of there, and well, at least she doesn't have to worry about defending yet. But there is an Aegis also on Alaria, so things are turning up to 11 here, and for Duza, I don't really know what they can do. I mean, they do have a buyback onto Tiny. And that's about it.
Yeah, and even just the Tiny, against this team, he's not very much. I mean, cool, you hit hard. Well, they've got a halberd, so you don't hit at all. And even if you do, you can miss. They're not even going to buy back. They're going to... I think they're going for the Hail Mary play here, which is the, like, well, you have a Tiny, let's base race. Maybe.
Problem is, you still have 2 tier 1s to deal with, unless they're gonna go full blitzkrieg, which, again, that's the legendary coined situation that LGD did on TI3.
Yeah.
Nope. There goes engagement. Alright. So far, so good. Well, no.
Well,
not so good.
Everybody dropping, but B2RU is still alive. He'll actually get away with the Urn Charge on Minfall. Meanwhile, Black Hole coming off. It actually grabs just Centaur for the moment, and will get canceled by the Enigma. But now, Tusk and Tiny, last 2 standing. Jedi Panties disarmed. No BKB. Does he have buyback? He does. She does. Tiny against the world now. Can he do it?
That's a hell of a question here.
And they just got the AC up on Bristle. That's pretty big right now.
Even the Malefice there, just to make her.
Oh,
the Midnight Pulse is gonna actually kill her. Well, yep, actually, the Midnight Pulse kill her. All right.
And that's GG. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
they played it much better this game, but it didn't work out so well. And Virtus Pro female squad looking very strong. Wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow they went on to win the whole thing in the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, and so that there was just nothing left in the time for Duza. They try to make their draft work, and it worked, and then it just didn't do enough for them, to be honest. And again, the fact that most of these black holes weren't unpunished, I think it speaks volumes about the coordination and how much well did particularly Kolbasa positioned here. And of course, there were really smart item pickups, especially the Aghanim Scepter and the Enigma. I think that was remarkable here, and I didn't even notice when she got it, so it was like maybe on the 30-minute mark or something like that, maybe 35-minute mark, because that's when I took it. Also, Alaria, huge props to her to pretty much bounce back from like a really disastrous mid lane for her. And I mean, again, for Duza, it's just yeah, it just fell short a little bit, to be honest. It fell short a bit. The disengages weren't as clean as Virtus Pro, which it showed up throughout the whole series. But still, I mean, I like what I saw from both teams, to be honest. But again, that's a little bit of bias here because honestly, Duza impressed me a hell of a lot in the previous series. But still, I mean, you gotta give him credit, man. That was one of the most fun Dota matches I have seen, just because they were so outlandish from that regular meta that we have seen tried and true all over the place ad nauseum.
And 105 kills almost, or 104 kills in 40 minutes.
I mean,
you don't get better than that.
I mean, if you don't like this game, you're on the wrong. I mean, if you didn't like this match, you're on the wrong game, son.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, play StarCraft or something, man, because this is one of those games that you can actually say it was actually a really good game, and there is really stuff. I mean, you can start nitpicking at execution and such, but outside of that, I mean, as a whole, I think this was one of the most interesting and fun games to watch and cast, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we will be back tomorrow with Reinessa manning the mainstream for your semifinals and grand finals, and then a show match afterwards. I'm SP Revolution 5, and this is Rupture. Find us on Twitter under SP Revolution 5 and Rupture with a 3 instead of an E at the end. And find the studio at Truesight TV on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Hitbox. Anywhere you want to, you can probably find it. We're also on YouTube, and if you just missed the game, you can check the VOD. It'll be coming up in a minute. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.